Definitely a message is going to be there.
Title? Yeah, the title.
In my mind every day. Bro, I used to play, but I never played. It wasn't no taking was mine. And though I'm still that way, still I'm trying. Remember back in the days, you could smile in your face. You knew me back then, I was wild. I know you remember the times. Asked my mom if she had $20. Got a person, she gave me some bread for the week. Then I spent it on weed.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, everybody out there.
And you already know where it came from. I just went and checked Grandma List. This shit ain't no mystery. Niggas used to come with me. Even when I ain't have it, I got it. No matter how, just know we lit. Yeah, I was in the city. Barely home, I was living. I'm always on the go. If you think you gon' miss it, I'm good just reminiscing of when I didn't listen. Took some time, but I've grown. Walking straight for the times I was tripping. I'm trying to live different than mission. The only thing that made me overthink is how I'm gon' get paid. But niggas always come up with a way. Survive. Boys, I say I never point a finger, cause I know if things don't never change, ain't no one else to blame. But only me who really know and see what's going on with me. But when I pop up, I just hope you ain't surprised.
Hey, Jess.
If a nigga broke, he probably ain't gonna see.
Good, sis. Just how you doing, sis?
If you see me, just know that I'm straight.
Kami was good. Matt, what's up?
Niggas was breaking the rules.
Thank you guys for coming through on this good Friday night. Good evening to you too, brother.
Evening. Thank you for joining us on our tardiness. We're sorry.
Yeah, we are tardy. Sorry. You know, black business be opening late. It's time on the door. We're going to have a good conversation about black businesses tonight, the history of it, the importance of them, supporting it.
If you want to start your own, we can give you a couple of tips. Not that we're masters, but...
Yes, this is not a master class, but we will do our best to set you guys on the right path. Yeah, I know that we just sharing the live real quick to bring as many people in as possible. We appreciate you guys.
You guys can share as well with that little arrow on your screen. It should be in the bottom right corner. Just click it and then share it out. And speaking of black-owned businesses, we have a sister in here who has her own business. Balloon Art by D, so you guys can go ahead and follow her. She makes balloon arches. What else are they called?
It's balloon art.
Okay. Oh, balloon art. So like also like arches like for doors and stuff. So guys, follow her in case you need or know someone who might need some balloons for an event.
Yeah, whether it's classy or ratchet, she will get your event right. So reach out to the good sis right there. You can follow her down there. Oh, hey, sis. Hey. Where's our Black Thoughtz? We are garlands, columns, and arches.
Oh, okay. So I got one of them.
And my good brother Matt says I have my own photography business. MD Photography. IG is MD Photography 914. So everybody give our good brother Matt a follow as well.
Yep.
We're gonna follow you, brother. If we don't, I'm lazy and I'm forgetful. Like DM it to me. I'll make sure we get on that. I'll make sure I spread the word about that. Gonna
Oh yeah, but it's all good. She said she appreciates
it. Yeah, we appreciate you being the queen that you are, setting a good example for the community, making a way for yourself and your family. Entrepreneurship has been not lost completely in the black community, but it's on its way back now. We want to get this as elevated as possible.
It's very important. So. Oh, you mean of that? Of the live? Or
this?
Screen?
I can't. Too.
Okay, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm gonna hop on mine. You?
Yeah.
Interact.
Thanks for the shout out. Oh yeah, Matt, no problem. We, as always, we love to support businesses, and just make sure everybody knows what's going on in the community. Help each other out. We can only, we gotta help each other out because we're all we have. As you guys saw what happened in
blooper reel.
I'm so clumsy. I'm so sorry. I'm so clumsy. As we saw in the news the other day, so we gotta help each other out. We're gonna be highlighting a few more businesses that you guys can follow as well. Some podcasts, some clothing businesses. We have a little array of businesses that we're going to be highlighting. Welcome, Juice and Lovely. Speaking of another business, whew. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. To help, for those of you who just joined, we are going to be talking about businesses today. So Black-owned businesses, the history of it, the importance of supporting them, starting one if you want to start one. And we're going to be highlighting businesses as we usually do every Friday, but this one we're going to be doing more than one or more than two. And welcome, Nick. We're glad to see you here today, brother. Welcome back.
Good brother Nick Shin. What's up, my brother? Looking jacked. Was on your page the other day watching your videos, man.
Hitting the gym.
Hitting the gym with his getting his vlog on.
You're vlogging?
Not vlog, the vlog. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, guys, follow Nick to keep up with his vlogs.
That right there.
Got some entrepreneurs in here. Didn't even know.
Of course.
All right. Are you gonna start?
No, always.
So hot. I don't know why I was doing this even here.
As you can see, guys, we are here with our handy dandy. This is copyrighted notebooks featuring our Black Thoughtz.
Coming soon, guys. Coming soon.
Yeah. No, I mean that's copyrighted by Nickelodeon, so I should probably stop saying it. Handy dandy notebook.
Oh, Blue's Clues.
Yes.
I got that reference. If you guys know me, I don't get a lot of references, but I got that one.
Alright, cool. I think we are all good and underway here. So, if you are, our good brother Nick says, home gym over the Corona was lit. Now, I know vlog I was interviewed. Leroy was on it too. Oh, you were interviewed. Oh, okay, cool. For this is for Polycult Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
That's
cool.
MV Young. So if I'm not getting that wrong, yes, for Polycult, I believe they're out in like Philadelphia. So I'll be watching my brothers, man. Even if I'm not watching all the product, I'll be watching my brothers. I appreciate you. Our good brother Smiley is in the building with us. Our good sister Coco Cheerios. I miss you. Congratulations on the little one. No one knows what I'm talking about. It's just me. I'm marking out. But we thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to try to give you guys as much knowledge as possible. Break you off a little bit of our Black Thoughtz. If you're ready to jump into things.
Yeah, let's
we
go.
can. In 5,
4,
3,
2.
That was bad because, what's up, Black family? I am your big brother, Blackman.
And I'm Ashay, the EP, who does not know how to count.
And we are here to welcome you to episode 9 of
Black Thoughtz.
On
Breaking the Cycle, Supporting Black Businesses.
Yes, there you go. Finally got it right. And it's a good Friday evening. We started a little late. Y'all know I'm gonna break y'all off with a little bit of a secret as to why we started late. But for right now, we just thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah. We are trying to bring some knowledge to the community.
Yep.
Doing that on a Friday night when I know you guys got your Hennessy bottles and your Casamigos chilling in the fridge. I am waiting until next week, until my birthday, to pop mine out the freezer. But we thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We are back at it, and my little EP is going to hit us with the intro.
All right, so are we doing like the whole thing? No.
It's Black Economics Month.
Okay.
There you go.
He knows I don't like filling the blanks. I get nervous. Okay, so the next few episodes, we're going to be highlighting the importance of breaking the cycle. And today, we are going to be talking about supporting Black businesses. Hi, Orion. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So we're going to be focusing on owning a business and supporting Black-owned businesses. So as you know, every Friday we like to shout out businesses, and we are going to be shouting out quite a few.
Yes, we are. If you'd like to start it off, I'll follow you.
Start it off.
You want me to start? Yeah. I've been following you since I met you. There you go.
Well, you can take the lead today.
Yes, our birthdays are the same day. Balloon Art by D.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Which is a very special day to her. We're not going to talk about it's personal biz, so I can't say why. But if you'd like for me to start off.
Yeah.
First things first, we'd like to shout out Tisha's Bag. One of the young ladies that... I'm still reading. We're shouting out Tisha's Bag, Vintage Boutique. Young lady Tisha, straight out of New York, NYC, where we are and most of us are from. I went to high school with this young lady. I've watched her grow, even if it's just over social media for the last couple of years. Always been a stylish young woman. I like to see people turn their passions, the things that they love, into a stream of income for themselves. You gotta it is perfectly fine for you to turn your passion into a profit. Mm-hmm. And that is what this young lady and other young ladies are doing. We support you 100%. That is Tisha's Bag, everybody. Make sure you hit that link in her bio. We posted it the other day. Hit that link in her bio. Pick up some of those pieces. Some of them look good. Yeah.
Next we have, you guys know we've been promoting this business for a while, but Renowned Lifestyle. He has sportswear. Our good brother Andre Encore has sportswear. He also is doing meal prepping for people who need help meal prepping, and also is a trainer. So if you would like to if you need help getting fit, staying fit, whatever, he's your man. He has it all. Your workout clothes, your meal prep, and your fitness.
Yep, just in the last couple of days, the men's joggers been out. They've been lit. The women's sets have been out since day one. They've been lit. Now you can buy them mixed match.
Yep. For all of you who are not proportional on the top and bottom.
Yeah.
Like
some of you like a little. Was it cute in the face, slim in the waist? I'm not a city girl. I shouldn't even be saying it. But yeah, get the sets. Some masks came out this week.
The gray one sold out.
The gray mask sold out. The fanny packs coming soon. Mm-hmm. And
waist trainers. He got some waist trainers for you ladies.
Yep. And my good brother, Renowned Sportswear, Andre.Encore. She already got 2 sets. She can get a couple more. If my little EP cops 1 more of them sets, you gonna have to start maternity. I'm just saying, we need some Renowned Sportswear moo-moos. Don't look at me like that, girl.
Oh my God.
Let's move on to the next business out here. We have Defend Her Sets, my personal favorites. Selling women's self-defense kits. It is so lit. It is so awesome. I love when people take their passion. Obviously, what I've said, like people take their passion and use it to help out the community. For helping womankind, as you guys already know, I take women's self-defense, women's rights, very seriously.
Yes, he does.
I say this all the time, almost every week. I am 100% mace his ass. It's not always the safest out there, ladies. Let's show that off real quick. We're gonna show that off real quick.
Hand sanitizer it comes with. A little whistle. I will not blow it.
Get yourself out of danger.
Mm-hmm. Pepper spray, the most important part.
Mace his ass. The most important part to you. My favorite part is the most important part.
Well, we're going to get to that last. How about that?
Cool.
A little LED flashlight. A pom-pom to make it look really, really cute. And also, you guys can customize these colors. She has a whole bunch, so go to her page, figure it out. And then his personal favorite, the baton.
The mini baton. My person, as I said, I am a big-ass kid. I wanted to test the legitimacy of this. It is small. It is lightweight. It's pure aluminum, correct?
It's aluminum.
It hurts like hell.
Yeah.
Very light, but also very heavy, with a rounded tip that is strong enough to break glass. I'm not going to say it can break skin. Probably could. There you go. Hit them in the right spot. Ladies, get you out of danger. We thank you, Defend Her Sets, for... Especially, we need your products out on the street, like you Scarface in the 80s. But let's move on to this next business tab. Oh,
You want to take this one?
Nah, I'll let it's a bunch of good brothers on there, but I'll let the ladies handle this one.
Okay, so we have another good brother of ours. He has like a network, okay, because he has multiple podcasts. So the Jobber Tears Network, he has Cats and Dogs, Talks of Champions, right? You want your sports show, 2.5 Bros. I had to say it. I couldn't just say your. And the Mr. Blak Show, and also the Jobber Tears podcast. So you have a wide variety of podcasts. Take your pick, whichever one. I mean,
yeah, they cover everything from like, hey, toxic masculinity, the good and the bad, professional wrestling, which is big in all of our hearts.
Yeah.
Your sports show covering all your sports need, the Mr. Blak Show. Good content, politics, current events. Good brother right there as well. What am I missing? 2.5 Bros is toxic masculinity.
Oh, okay.
But just make sure you check those people out. Cats and Dogs podcast, bro. Tati, Lawrence, Mr. Hit 'em with the wee wee, my brother. You gotta watch the show to find out. Don't look at me like that. Just watch the show, guys. Watch the show. That's what we want.
Yeah.
I apologize if I messed this up. Our good sister at Lovely was in here earlier for Avec Grace Events, certified wedding event planner and bridal stylist.
We might have to call you one day, sis.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to call you if Renowned Sportswear drops another suit. I'm just saying, hey, maternity, one-stop shop right here, baby. All of our friends, like, get it all together. Hey, it's a setup. We here to support black businesses. I'm here to support black babies.
I can't with him. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
What?
Anyway, moving right along. Oh, you said it right.
Yes. Look at me saying it right. You better say I do right.
Okay. Anyway, moving right along to the next business we touched on a little earlier, but Balloon Art by D. Our sister based in Brooklyn has a balloon decor company for any type of events. She has you can get arches, columns, and what was the last one? I think it started with D.
I don't know.
Okay.
There we go.
Well.
We are new at this. We're not advertising geniuses. We are just showing love, everybody. But yes, for all of your party decor needs, Balloon Art by D, the good sister right there.
There you
And
go.
the proprietor, I learned a big word this week. The proprietor of Avec Grace, our good sister Lovely, is down there. Garlands. It started
it was garlands.
Starting with a D.
I have bad memory, guys. That's why we have our notebooks.
Yeah. And next, our good sister who's also in here, Rogue Design NYC, owned by my good sister at Rogue Whites. Up there a little bit earlier. Our good sister is a graphic designer.
So if you need a logo, a website, business cards, backdrops, you can hit this up. We might hit her up too.
Also, hey, everyone's coming through. Our good brother Sir Wilkins has joined. We just finished talking about the Jobber Tears Network.
Yep.
So happy for you guys in your new venture. I am looking forward to 2.5 Bros. I missed my male toxicity. I'll just say it. Missed it. Corona took so much from me. I want to talk about ass eating more. There we go.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. But for all your graphic designs needs, hey, this is a black businesswoman. If you are starting your black business, you will need a logo. If you are building a website, you will need a logo. You will need something to catch the eye.
Yep. You're gonna need some business cards to hand out to people.
You hit up Rogue Designs.
Yep.
She's got what you need.
She sure
There
does.
we go.
All right, so those are our businesses that we have highlighted so far. As you guys know, Instagram does not let us go for more than an hour straight. So
We're on the ghetto gram today.
yeah, around around 8:30, we will be taking a very, 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 very brief intermission. So if we cut off, just hop right back on because we will be here.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. So please, I know it is a Friday night and you are waiting to get out there and hit that club a little bit, even though it's Corona.
Yeah.
Better be club couch. But we ain't going nowhere. So we will be cut off for a little bit, taking a brief little intermission. But Our black asses ain't going nowhere. Our black ass is not leaving this couch. Your black ass better come back. We are live from the crib.
And make sure you guys follow the businesses that we have highlighted today. Help support each other, because that's how we're going to get through this world.
Yes. And to start things off, we are here to talk about supporting black business in 2020. But we cannot forget our roots. We cannot forget where we have come from. So instead of a little bit of an introduction to the history of black business in the United States specifically, I got a little bit into my bag. We are called Black Thoughtz for a reason. Our good brother Larry, thank you for coming through, brother.
What's up,
Again,
Larry?
and I want to do. I'm gonna take the opportunity to do this again. We are called Black Thougts for a reason. We have our journals for a reason. I have documented my black thoughts on this specific subject, and if you will bear with me, I'm going to read my black thoughts to you right now in 5, 4, 3. The entrepreneurial spirit has always run deep in the DNA of those of African descent. We come from kings and queens, and deep down, we all desire to return to that displaced glory. To dust off our crowns that have long been soiled by the dirt of the cotton fields and the blood of our ancestors. Even in the late years of slavery, black businesses arose through the grit of emancipated blacks who would in turn use their profits to buy their families from their plantation. This is where the hate-spewing narrative of blacks owning slaves derives from. You know, they like to use stuff against us. But I digress. The ending of the Civil War brought us to the turn of the century and the Jim Crow era. Due to segregation, along with discrimination, rape, and murder, it was hard for the separate but equal blacks to find work in the South. The Industrial Revolution led to the first migration of blacks heading north, hoping to find factory work under the guidance of the white-formed National Urban League, which helps blacks assimilate. Booker T. Washington, among others, knew there was another way. There was ownership and independence out there for blacks to take if they were willing to fight for it. The National Negro Business League was formed to encourage blacks to stay in the South and take over agriculture and local retail in 1900. Due to segregation, the black dollar was kept within the black community, which led to a period of economic empowerment. The NNBL grew to over 40 chapters across the North and South of the United States through the 1900s. Instead of pushing for the same financial independence that Washington stood for, the Niagara movement formed the NAACP and encouraged the government to assist in the assimilation of blacks. Fearful of the black capitulation promoted by the NNBC, the government supplied funding to the NAACP. The Second World War and Great Depression raised the demand for industrial workers, which once again led blacks away from their potential thrones to chase steady factory paychecks. The post-war GI Bill opened up opportunities for education, home ownership, and employment for veterans, developing a black middle class and a brighter future for black children through education. Years later, workplaces were more diverse in the entry and managerial levels, but people of color are still plagued by pay disparity. The National Black Chamber of Commerce was formed in 1993, helping to keep Booker T. Washington's dream alive. Today, in 2020, there are more than 1.5 million black-owned businesses with collective sales exceeding $88 billion. According to nationalbcc.org, I messed that up. Got through that with the grace of God. Appreciate you. It is time that we uplift the businesses of our brothers and sisters. Black capitalism means better education for our youth, better healthcare for our community, backing for our politicians, and more we need more educated black lawyers. What the hell did I? This is me. What the hell did I write here? For youth, better healthcare, backing for politicians.
You gonna speak? Or
You
gonna speak that I can hear you?
Trying to find my place. That's pretty much it. That's it. Yeah. So through supporting, yeah, that's through. These are my black thoughts. Apparently, I dozed off a little bit, but obviously, y'all get the gist of it. I said this earlier to Ashay the AP. Every year during Black History Month in school, we learned every year, over and over, about Martin Luther King's dream.
Yeah.
It is no secret why we didn't learn much about Booker T. Washington's dream in the public school system where the curriculum is controlled. Creating quote-unquote black supremacy, as Terry Crews would like to think, black capitalism, economically empowering African Americans would lead to independence. Obviously, they will fight against this, but it's time that we fight back. That is the gist of my black thoughts. Okay. Good sister Talia Jeanette is in the house. We thank you, sis.
And she said Black history isn't being taught properly, which sucks. And I agree. I always said that if I was a teacher, that I would make it a point for the children to understand their history and like where they come from, and that their Black history didn't start in America with slavery.
No, Booker T wasn't about the assimilation. If I messed that up in my writing, I apologize. The NAACP and the Niagara movement, which preceded it, was about the assimilation. So if I pronounced what I was saying wrong, I apologize. But yes, Booker T. Washington was all about black independence. NAACP was about assimilation, which was terrible. I would have rather black independence. We spoke about this a couple days ago.
Yeah. Real quick, I did want to say, because while he was reading, I got a thought. He said black-owned businesses are like in our DNA, and I see a lot of, black people who can't really keep jobs. And in my head, I'm like, maybe you're not meant to work for people. You're meant to work for yourself. Like, you're meant to have your own business. You're not meant to be a slave for these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Got that.
Yeah. It's like a joke. It's like a meme that's like, hey, black people love going to work and telling them what we not going to do. That's that entrepreneurial spirit coming out of you. It's like, hey, like, you're not meant to actually be here and being told what to do. We all have a king and queen inside of us. We are all born leaders.
Yeah.
It's just that not everyone rises to the potential that's inside them, for lack of a better term. But we're here to break that cycle. Mm-hmm. We are here to start a line of future black billionaires. And I see it in here today. Balloon Art by D. You and me. Roll Weiss Design was in here earlier. Java Tears Network was in here earlier. We gonna come through. Through the grace of God. And through the sheer will and determination handed down to us by our ancestors. We gonna get through this. Not always some of them be lazy, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Very good. So first things first, we are talking a big game. Anyone can go out. We all want to start our own businesses. Yeah. Most of us. Okay, it's not just the easiest thing to just go out and do. I'm rooting for everybody, Black.
Yo,
appreciate you.
That's like a slogan.
Coco, Young Issa, see you over there. But first things first, we can't just talk a big game and just say, hey, go start your business.
Right.
We're gonna give you guys some tips, give you some of the steps on how.
Yeah.
Which will be spearheaded by my co-owner, my little baby, my little caramel macchiato.
Oh my god.
I'll show you the EP. Go ahead, take over, baby.
Okay, so these steps are according to the Small Business Administration. Yes, they helped me get through this. Okay, so the first step would be to conduct research. You would want to conduct market research so you can see if there's an opportunity in that market. So if you have an idea and you want to do research to make sure that the idea can actually work out. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to start a business in a dead market. 2, you want to write a business plan. And I feel like this is the most important part, because the business plan is basically your foundation. So this is going to basically be a roadmap of how to structure and how to run and grow your new business. So you would need it for potential investors and or partners.
So this is just to help you keep your own head on your shoulders.
Right.
And for any potential investors, any potential partners, we would all, for anyone that we're getting into business with, we would like to know that this person has a good head on their shoulders.
Right.
Master P, I was watching Master P the other day. He says he likes to invest with people who have skin in the game. And I just know what they're doing. It's just that because him investing would mean that he could potentially lose money. You have to have something to lose to.
Yeah.
But first I want to know, like, it's not just about you profiting. How are you covering all of your losses here?
Right.
And it's, oh, I'm sorry, good.
No, it's okay. I was just going to elaborate a little bit more of, like, what's in the business plan.
Oh, good.
Okay, so in the plan, you would basically write, like, the goal for the business, what it's about, how it's going to be different from other businesses that are already out there, how much money you would need to start off, things like that. Basically, setting up the blocks. So once you're actually starting to build your business and open up your business, you can just refer back to it and like, okay, this is where everything should be going and how it should be.
Yes, and I also like to give that famous quote that we should all know. Those who fail to plan to fail. So please, get your business plans together. My little EP takeover.
Step 3 would be funding the business. So, as I was saying before, the business plan that you write out will help you figure out how much money you would need. So you can either, if you don't have it in pocket, you can either raise it, like have a fundraiser, or borrow capital, like, borrow loans, things like that. Money, I'm not really good with, so go to the bank.
So, I'll elaborate on this a little bit. I know it's heartbreaking. I know it hurts. For most of us, for many people, it can be like emotionally and mentally taxing. But any content creator, especially people that have come up on like the internet, like on Instagram, IG, YouTube in the last couple years, be proud of like your day job. Don't quit your day job. It's not just a saying.
Yeah.
That's also security.
Yeah.
You have to pay your own bills. First things first, and then you have to be able to put something aside. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, like due to my research earlier, as part of that systemic racism that they pretend does not exist, as far as business loans and small business loans go, they are 2 times more likely to give them to a Caucasian person than to a black person, and they are 3 times more likely to have a second interview with a Caucasian person than they are with a black person who's actually more qualified. Mm-hmm. So unfortunately, that's another obstacle in our way. But through community building, there are ways around this that we will get into later.
Number 4, picking a location. So obviously we know location is obviously important for everything. So the right location would be perfect for your target market, your business partners, and also personal preferences. So if you want a specific location, you also have to make sure that your target market is in that location. You don't want to have, a movie theater in the middle of nowhere. Like, no one's going to be coming out there to watch a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can I elaborate here?
Yeah.
So just to elaborate on this a little bit, I wanted to, if I'm wrong, I apologize. I believe I'm quoting Malcolm X here, which is something that, before I even saw this interview from him or this speech, it's something that I caught on to a couple years ago when I was younger. You go through a black neighborhood, there are Chinese restaurants at least every 2 or 3 blocks. There are the chicken spots, the Kennedy's fried chickens, the Obama fried chickens are an Indian Middle Eastern owned franchise. Our corner stores are run by either Middle Eastern people or Hispanic people, who are a part of our community. But as Malcolm X said, you go over to Chinatown, you don't see any black restaurants. You come over to Negro Town, there's Chinese restaurants everywhere. There's Asian-owned liquor stores on every other corner. Malcolm X said Negro Town, just remind you of that. That's not my word. It's Malcolm X's word. You go argue with Brother Malcolm. But yeah, it's just that, I know, like, I hang out in, like, the city. Like, I used to hang out in the city all the time. I used to work out there. Really, like, you go to Chinatown, you don't see a West Indian restaurant in Chinatown. You go to Little Italy, there's no African restaurants over there. You can't buy jollof rice in Little Italy. There's an Italian restaurant on the corner of this block. There are Chinese restaurants, 2 within 5 minutes of me if I go in either direction when I leave my house. There is both of these liquor stores. One is owned by Asian people, one is owned by Middle Eastern people. About half a mile away, there is a black-owned liquor store that was just opened in the last couple months during this coronavirus. There are many wineries in this area in gentrified Bed-Stuy that are owned by our non-Hispanic Caucasian counterparts. But there's not many black-owned stores in this neighborhood. Even there's like a pottery like kind of place like a block away, not even in their advertisements in their window where they have pictures of like their customers coming in, doing projects, having fun. They don't even have black people in their advertisements in the middle of a black neighborhood. But also you have to remember, in your neighborhood is your demographic. These are the people that you are. These are people who are gonna patron your business. I wouldn't say in 2020, I wouldn't open a West Indian restaurant in Crown Heights. There's got to be at least 10 of them within 5 minutes. So location is key. Location.
Yeah, you don't want to be oversaturated.
Yeah.
Number 5 would be business structure. So this would be like an LLC, sole proprietor, having a partner, a C Corp, an S Corp, things like that. The different business structures are important because some of them, liability is key. So for sole proprietorship and partnership, you are reliable. So for like if anything happens, like you're on the blame for that. Everything else, you are not. So the owners are not personally. Thank you. Liable if anything happens. And there's also tax benefits for the certain structures. So like nonprofit, you're obviously tax exempt. So that's obviously important. So you have to make sure you know which one you want to be or which one your business would fall under. So you can file your taxes properly, and also you don't want to be liable if something bad happens. Number 6, the business name. I was reading somewhere, someone said you shouldn't have your business name until after your plan and after you figure out everything. So like once you know like what you want to do, and your business name should reflect your brand and what captures your spirit, according to this Small Business Administration. So, and business name is also important because it's going to be what people are going to remember you by, and also branding, because your personal brand and your business brand. So you don't want to have a negative experience. You don't want a customer to have a negative experience like once you open up your business, and then now you're going to be associated with that. So you also have to remember like how you're going to recover from having negative interactions with customers.
Just to jump in the comments here real quick, our good brother Niction said there are mad black business loans out there though. I was looking into them locally in Jersey, and a lot of places are saying I'm best to try something in New York because of the options available. I know, so there are many black banks that you would like have more luck at. If you have more information on that, we can have a conversation about it. I'll hit you up, and I want to give as many leads on small business, black business loans as possible. We were going to get into more of that later, but I'm thank you for saying that. Especially if you can like give us some more insight, it'd be much appreciated. Also, the proprietor of Renowned Sportswear has hopped in with us, our good brother Andre Encore. As I said earlier,
Oh my god.
your ears must have been buzzing, brother. If you drop another set and my little EP buys it, you're going to have to drop some maternity clothes too, man. And then we're going to hit up Yvette Grace, wedding planning, and we're going to get down there. We're going to jump that broom. I hope she can give us like a glitter broom. That'd be nice. I'm just saying, brother. We gonna get back into this though. We talking about how to start up small businesses. You got yours right there, brother. We gonna get you some more. But there we go.
Next step would be to register your business to make it a distinct legal entity. So make sure your name is registered. You know, it's not taken by anybody else. So you can register with the state and local governments, or with the federal government, though just depending on what your business is. And you also may need a federal tax ID for trademark protection. And the federal tax ID is basically like, it's kind of like your social security number before your business, which I'll just hop right into that because that's next. So that will help pay for your employees. That helps file tax returns for employment. And also it's also used to help open a bank account, which is very important because you need to hold your money, and you also need to pay your employees if you choose to have employees, and other legal matters is for your federal tax ID. Anything you want to say on that?
No.
Okay. We're almost done with this list, guys. So we have 2 more. Number 9 is to apply for any license and permits. So depending on your business activities, locations, and your government rules, you're gonna need licenses and permits. So say you want to sell alcohol, you would need an alcohol license. If you need, like, if you're gonna be an architect, you need licenses for that. So so those are for federal, and state licenses or permits would be like construction and dry cleaning, farming, plumbing, things like that. So just know which one you would need for local, or for your state or for federal.
Yeah, I think I would want to say the last thing you would want to do is take yourself back a couple steps by being too ambitious before things are like legitimized. Obviously, I know these licenses and permits come with fees that are kind of unjust, and we already know there's always roadblocks in the way on our path to success, especially where they come with fees and we've been like financially disenfranchised. But I would hate for like a business to like start selling alcohol, not having a permit, and then you get a ticket for this. You have a story about this, don't you?
Yeah.
We'll tell that story later. You get a ticket, may get shut down. I would just say don't overstep. Always protect yourself.
Yeah,
first.
for sure. And the last step is to open a business account, a bank account. So savings account, it can include a savings account, checking, credit card, or even merchant services. So merchant service, real quick, is the Squarespace, it's called. So you can accept debit and credit at your location instead of just cash. So that's what merchant service is. And also check banks for merchant services as well when you're opening a credit and credit card, savings, or checking account, because they will have discounts and fees. So make sure you like shop around at the different banks so you know which bank will give you a better deal on rates, fees, and also benefits. Because you don't want to go, let's say, to Chase, and you set up everything at Chase, and then you end up at Santander and they give you a better deal. So make sure you do your homework on which bank will give you the best benefits, fees, and rates. And also, make sure you have the required documents, because you don't want to go there, be all ready, and then now you can't open your accounts because you don't have the documents you need. So make sure you have everything together, and so you're ready.
Good brother Nick said, or you get everything together and then you get to the zoning board, which kills everything off. It's all a matter of getting every bit of knowledge possible before pulling the trigger on your plan. Yes, sir. As we said earlier, those who plan to fail, those who fail to plan to fail.
Yeah.
I got through that. So that's a good point, Nick. We thank you for that. Also, this is like a little unofficial on our little EPs list that I just want to throw in there. It's a little tip, just starting Black business, if it's okay with you if I say it.
Go ahead.
Cool. If you are going to do this, make sure that you are ready to go balls to the wall.
Yeah.
This is you stepping out on your own to take a chance on yourself, to take a chance on your dreams, taking a chance on building a legacy for yourself and your family. You owe it to yourself to not half-ass yourself. You owe it to your community to not half-ass your community. Also, if you are doing this with partners, friends, or family, you have to make sure that everyone in this is in agreement that we are all going to bust our ass for this.
Yeah.
It would be terrible for a group of 4 people, 5 people, 6 people to enter a venture, and 1 or 2 of them can bring down the whole group by being lazy or making excuses. At the end of the day, things have to get done. Goals have to be set and achieved. The finish line doesn't care about excuses. The finish line just cares that you cross it. I know we're all in on this. I'm ready to get to our finish line. It may take a while, but we're gonna get there. And I'm willing to bust my ass. I know she's willing to bust her ass. And you just have to make sure that your team is as solid as you are. It's all about accountability.
Yeah, for sure. As he was talking, like, I was getting things that I just want to share with you guys. So it may seem like a lot, and yeah, it's going to be a lot, but don't be overwhelmed. Just take everything by step, because if you think that is overwhelming, you're going to be discouraged and you're not going to want to do it. So just take everything step by step, start slowly, and then keep working your way up, because you don't want to start something and then get discouraged because, okay, this is too much, especially if you really, really want this. And don't wait for anyone, like he was saying, like, if you are in a group of people and they're not helping out, if they're not pulling their weight, just keep going. Especially if this is what you want to do, keep going, because if you keep waiting for other people, you're not really gonna get anywhere because you're constantly waiting. Just take yourself and keep going. And patience is key, because not everything is gonna happen overnight. And y'all know I love J. Cole, and when I went to his concert, he was like, you don't go from 0 to 100 overnight. You go from 0 to 5 to 10. Like, it's going to be a slow process, and it's gonna be a process, and it might be a long behind process, but you're going to get to 100. You just have to keep working, keep having that faith, and keep pushing, because you're gonna get there.
Is to piggyback on that, can I jump back in with having a backup plan?
Yeah.
Always have a backup plan. Always have a day job.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
until your business pops off or your dream pops off,
yeah,
because your day job is going to pay your bills.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Instead of having like a plan B, I like to have 2 plan A's, where these are 2 things that, like, I'm both passionate about, both things that I'm knowledgeable about, that I can see myself doing. And it's not that plan B is another way to make plan A work. Plan A and plan A can make each other work. Yeah, kind of got lost there.
It's okay.
I got lost, but I think I'm pretty sure that shit was deep though. I'm pretty sure it was deep though. Our good brother Nick said, since Pro Wrestling Tees has been giving everyone a chance, I've been telling my friends, work that first. If you can't work consistent sales off merch, a direct business may not be for you. Yes. Also, you can like work with other businesses to forward your business.
Yeah.
What is it? Many small businesses depend on the United States Postal Service to thrive, and like if they have like to deliver their product instead of like an Amazon, where the Amazon has like their own delivery service. And then as we can see, the government is trying to cripple them.
Yeah.
Small businesses haven't been like suffering and crumbling. Small businesses have actually been under attack through this whole Corona situation. As we can see why the 1% would hate for the little guy to rise up and start to fight back and gain any kind of ground on them. We already know how that story goes, though. We're going to move on, though. Our good brother Andre said the 0 to 100 will happen, so don't rely on the perfect time to start. Just start it. It won't happen overnight. Yeah. That's
true. It's never going to be a perfect time to start. Just do it. I always had this teacher in college who kept saying, luck is when preparation meets opportunity, so just make sure you're always prepared. You have everything you need. And then, because once you have that moment and it's like, all right, you ready to go up? All right, cool. Then there you go. And as you were saying, like trial and error, like you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. Things are not always gonna work out. Like there's always gonna be mistakes, but the best thing to do is learn from them, because that's gonna make you better. I said before, like your losses are lessons, because as long as you learn from them, then that's all that matters, because that's that growing part.
So what's next on the agenda?
Ways to support.
Nothing. Was it the importance?
Sorry.
So now, as our good brother Ben is joining us, our good brother Professor Ben, he's gonna jump in and probably school us on some things as he always does. Andre said, our good brother Andre Unker said, you want to fail, let the process teach you the lesson. Exactly. Understandably so, a lot of us take our losses with heartache and heartbreak. But you are not always going to succeed
or be perfect.
Not at all. Like no one is perfect. We are always, even as a baby, you don't go from crawling straight to running. You gotta crawl, and then you gotta get up, and then you gotta get up and fall on your butt, and then you gotta get up and fall on your face. Then you gotta get up and take one step. Then you gotta get up and take 2 steps before you can even think about running. There's always gonna be a challenge in your way. Every idea you have will not be a good idea. Go ahead and do that shit though. Like if it doesn't work, think about what you learned from this. Why didn't it work? How can I make it work in the future? What did I not do that I should have done? What did I do that I shouldn't have done? That is. Also, watch and study other businesses. Watch and study other people in the same field as you. What are they doing? What are they doing wrong that you can do right? You can always learn. You can learn more from other people's failures than you can from their successes. These are things that like Diddy, Master P, Jay-Z, Gary Vee, even though he's not of the culture, seems like a pretty cool dude to me though. Like these are all things that like these people like stand by, and I'm happy that as a culture we've moved past like all these people just like flaunting their successes. Where they can open up and tell people that like, yeah, I take losses, I've lost money, I've lost sleep, I've been depressed, but I keep going. Because comparatively, like we see people on the up and up, and we think that we're doing something wrong. Not knowing that they've also done some wrong things too, and they've been hurt and disappointed in themselves the same way you are.
That's why I appreciate him a lot, because if we do something wrong, if I do something wrong, his first question is, what did you learn from this? His first question, what did you learn from it? What could you do differently? What can go better next time? What went right this time that you can do again next time? So, I think it's also important to have people that are with you that won't, that's not quick to belittle you and badger you and be like, okay, well, you're stupid, this is wrong, you did this wrong, you're never gonna make it. Instead, have people that's gonna help you understand what went wrong, what you can do better next time, what went right that you can keep doing, what worked, what didn't work. So also having the right people around you is also important too.
Yes. So we're going to move on a little bit here. It is now 8:30. So I believe we have like 2 minutes left in this stream.
Oh yeah.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we are on the ghetto gram tonight. We'll be cut off from part 1.
We're not popping enough to be here longer than an hour.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yet.
Somebody gotta start shaking ass for us to get enough followers so we can do lives. It don't gotta be you. My ass is nice. I'm just saying. But so as we come back from our little intermission, we will jump into the importance of Black-owned businesses, giving you a little cue into the commercial break. We will be speaking of how Black-owned businesses help close the racial wealth gap, how Black-owned businesses lead to building the local economy, and how Black-owned businesses help with one of my favorite aspects, something that I hope that I am able to provide for my family and my children: generational wealth, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we will be getting into as we come back from intermission. Smooth black ass. Yes, it is, Nick. Our brother Andre, we know our brother Andre. We talked about Andre Encore. Not only is the proprietor of Renowned Sportswear, he is a certified personal trainer. Also does meal prep. Squat game lit. If you start shaking his ass, I'm just saying, if you gonna shake your ass on our lives, I'm just saying, that's a Thursday night live though. That's late night thoughts.
Yeah, that was last night. Next Thursday we got you. I'm just kidding. Don't do it.
Renowned Sportswear coming to the stage. We are going to kick it to intermission. As we said, we are coming right back with the importance of supporting Black business within the Black community. We are talking about breaking the struggle, everybody. Please, please, please hit that little arrow in the corner. Send it out to as many people as you can, and we will be right back. Peace.